5 seconds remaining. Dire team ban. OG's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. Dire team ban. OG's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. Dire team ban. OG's turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Dire team pick. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. OG's turn to pick.
I speak for the trees.
Dire team pick.
Naga Siren.
OG's turn to ban.
Yeah, no. Hello, and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us again off that short break. We are back with OG versus Pain Gaming in game number 2 of this best of 3. Of course, Killer Pigeon, and he's joined me once again. We didn't throw him out. We decided to keep him around. He kind of like he's made himself at home now in the corner. It's B-Cop, of course. Hello, B-Cop.
Yeah, I mean, I've been rooming with you at this point, and now I've learned how to make a nest together out of just twigs and dust. And
you're just trying to be a pigeon, man. What's going on?
No, you're teaching me the way of being.
Oh, you're
a pigeon.
well, I was just doing it. You're just copying me in the corner.
It's more of just you're my sensei now.
Beacon of flying things. In the draft, we have actually got Jakiro appearing. So OG.
You got Jakiro, Naga Siren. Like I before we even started, I said they were going to ban the Naga, but they banned the Lina instead, which helps them pick the Naga.
Yeah, it kind of opened up. And like this combo is really brutal because, of course, the minus armor plus the slows from Jakiro. You can do a lot of damage to it too, but they did have to let Pain get their hands on that Nature's Prophet and the Sand King, which is pretty rough. Lots of teams don't want to deal with Nature's right now. He's pretty formidable.
Yeah, and Sand King effective, of course, if he gets a Blink Dagger for 26 minutes.
I think the logic is, okay, guys, this time, let's not play it like a POS 5.
Yeah,
let's play this POS 4
really
Sand
hurt
King.
them. And they need to get it a little bit more farm. They can't be sitting back like that, hoping that just Burrow Strike is enough to get into the face of OG. They just didn't have that range.
Oh, absolutely. And that's the thing. Like, if Sand King gets a quick blink, like we said last time, he sets the tempo for the game. But he got it like 26 minutes. It was way too late. And ban-wise, we're actually seeing some focus out on some more mids from OG. Just get rid of the Death Prophet. They already got rid of Lina and the Visage. Meanwhile, Pain, they do get rid of that Razor. It did cause him a lot of problems. And, I mean, Mad's Yule's build, well, that completely screwed over any plan to escape.
Yeah, and is Jakiro going to be off lane here or 5?
I'd assume this is going to be a POS 5 Jakiro. I mean, either that or mid. I think that's the two ways. I don't think I've seen S4 do it too much recently, but like Jakiro mid is actually disgustingly effective. You get a quick tower, and actually dropping the tier 1 in the mid is like the most important tower in the game to get.
Yeah.
It opens up the entire map.
Well, I know that Jakiro is off lane a little bit in Chinese Dota. King Gaming play it, Dark plays it, goes in that off lane Jakiro role, and I like it. It's aggressive, and if you go with that, you know, tri-lane with him as well, if you pick up like 2 stuns or something, you've got Dual Breath, Liquid Fire, and then let's say a lion comes out and stuns you and hexes you. All of a sudden you're getting chased down, there's no way to get out of there, and it's a very effective and aggressive, lineup.
I mean, Pain are really respecting OG here. They've now banned out all 3 cores from the previous game, so they do not want to have to deal with that at all again. And I don't think it's necessarily the combo of 3, it was certain elements. So, like, I think they shouldn't be going for the Willows time. And Gyrocopter coming out. Gyro is a hero that is kind of weird. Like, he kind of dropped off for a week or 2, and everyone forgot he existed, and then peaks up again,
making his way back in this event.
But when you see a Gyro, you see an Omni Knight. It's like unwritten rule, right? So often, if they're not banned, they're both coming out, right? And Omni Knight is pretty decent here. You can use on nature. If you're going to make Nature's Prophet a glass cannon, it protects him. Doesn't need BKB. This could be setting up a hard-hitting, deep-diving carry, though, as we usually see from the Omni Knight.
Which I'm surprised OG, like Gyrocopter, he just, just against the Omni Knight is not a good matchup for him. I'm surprised they didn't ban out the Omni Knight, a hero making it past the first 2 ban phases like that. Would you rather go up against the Lifestealer than the Omni Knight? Because I feel like Omni Knight just gives his team more than a Lifestealer in terms of just protection.
He kind of does, but the thing they have against the Omni Knight, and why they're probably confident to let this through, is that if Omni's going to be the offlane up against those 3 heroes there, right? Gyrocopter and Jakiro harass him, force him to use Repel, you instantly ensnare him.
Yeah.
And then you just turn it into a kill with the right clicks, right? And that is the risk that they're now playing on the side of Pain, is that there's kind of a gambit that they don't get caught with the ensnare each time, or they can move away without having to use a Repel. It's bold. I mean, I think they're definitely going to need some assistance there. It does raise the question of, like, looking at this right now, where they're going to run each of these heroes, because Nature's Prophet, you can play him off lane, you can play him safe lane, can play him POS 4. Now, this is the thing, like, SA love the POS 4 Nature's Prophet.
Does that mean you're throwing Sand King
Is it another Sand King 5? That's the question, and I hope not, because I think it's just too greedy at that point. So it needs some clarity on what Pain are planning here. This might be one of those kind of like you dump your POS 5 as the last pick just to throw off your opponents, because that's the nice thing I'm seeing with Pain's lineup right now, is there's so much flexibility. There is with a lot of lineups now, because compared to old, like, Dota 3 years ago, you kind of like see these people like, is that a core? Is that support?
Can he do this?
Is that Terrorblade support? What's going on? Like,
there's a bunch of heroes in this game right now that, like, Gyrocopter, mid or safe lane, Jakiro, off laner 5, Naga Siren could go core, could have in that 4 position, Omni Knight, I've seen it safe lane, I've seen it off lane, Sand King 4, 5, 3, Nature's Prophet as well.
Everything here has shown flexibility in the last month in this rule, and this is the thing, like, because the game has become a Game of Thrones themed game of bans, right? There's now this big focus on picking flexible heroes so that your opponent can't easily ban you out. They then have to think, what way can I counter this while leaving myself flexible?
Ooh, Terrorblade.
Oh, we did just say Terrorblade, you know. I don't think it's going to be a POS 4, though. I think this will be, of course, this should be HFN. He does play the hero a lot.
You mean that Terrorblade's not going to be position 5?
No, there's no Yapsol's on secret, okay? Like, actually, I remember someone, a few of my friends, like, they ranked quite high, and they especially in the NA region. I think it was where I, like, because they like, a few of them were getting asked the question a lot. And like, is Terrorblade viable? Like, in situations, yes. Don't do it though, because it's situational. Like, and then they told me all these friends just started spamming and losing all the time. I was like, I told you, man, it's situational. I don't think it's a situation where you do it. The interesting thing is, that was the setup though, like the Terrorblade. We said Omni Knight needs a target. Nature's is kind of like nice, but you need something, I think, that gets value earlier on out of a good repel. And Terrorblade's definitely that. It's also kind of that rebuttal, because they did pick the Doom, and the thing is, Doom won't be able to Doom Terrorblade, he has to go for the Omni Knight. But Kunkka is interesting here. So this is a Sand King POS 5.
And you're very happy with the Kunkka mid? Possibly.
I mean, I'm a big fan of Kunkka mid. Like, this hero is very awkward to deal with, especially, like, you have to harass him a lot early on. There's also the case that you can use the Tiebringer to deny creeps, which really gives you, like, it feels like the first two waves in the mid lane don't decide a lane, but they give you a crucial advantage. And just being able to have that extra damage, 25 plus, I think, 61 base damage for a deny, that's insane. Oh, wow. This is smart. So OG actually pulling out the Morphling because you've got an Omni Knight, a Terrorblade. Like those two heroes alone, there's so much like even a Nature's Prophet. Kunkka not as much because like Boat's the big combo for. But think about it like this: Nature's if you need to TP out and you're in danger. Omni Knight for the repel and the move away. Then you've got Terrorblade because his real ult is honestly his Metamorphosis.
Yeah.
But those are your lineups. So it looks like it is going to be Wii on that Kunkka as we anticipated. It's going to be King RD playing the Sand King and Duster. I think they will play this as Sand King the Greed, Nature's Prophet the Selfless Pos 5. I think you have to this time around.
Yeah, we've been seeing a little bit more on Nature's Prophet position 5. Seeing it again in the Chinese region, so I do kind of like it with that Nature's Prophet 5.
And I mean, this is the thing, like Tavo, you've heard, we were discussing back at the hotel. The thing I love about this guy, watching about this guy against any other Omni Knight player, is I don't think I've ever seen a player that's so selfless on Omni Knight. Yeah. Like, this man would probably like repel a Pos 5 and go, leave, I will hold them. My hammer is my weapon. And, you know, it just runs into them charging with dramatic music playing. And, of course, on the other side, S4 on the Doom this time around. Kind of mad playing that Gyrocopter. He does play this hero a lot. No-Tail can play the Morphling. I mean, come on, No-Tail loves these type of heroes. These big, kind of like play-making heroes, right? But those are your lineups. And it looks like we are about to begin game number 2 between OG and Pain. And looking at these lineups, man, these are very, very diverse ones. I kind of like OG's a little bit more just because of the flexibility Morphling has, the fact they have a Doom to shut down the Omni Knight, and then also you've got like reset with the Naga. But Pain is like running the innovative SA is going to eventually take over the world with these new kind of like strategies, right? I mean, the Kunkka, a hero that's becoming dominant in the mid lane. Like not everyone picking him, but when we see it come out, most times it comes out lane fantastically, sets up great for the mid game, and I think the thing that people always underestimate with a Kunkka is Ghost Ship.
Yeah, and is the reset from Naga gonna hurt OG where you can then throw the Ghost Ship in afterwards or earlier? Or like
if you throw it in early and they song, the buff, like that's the best time to do it because the buff most of it's eaten up. It's 10 seconds, but I remember when I shoot a person this because they didn't understand, and you go through it, it's like so it's a start and an AoE. They understand that. You go, yeah, but it does, like, you know, reduces damage. Like, you show them the damage delay. Look, what? And then you show them the bonus speed. They're like, what? And they just keep, like, this guy, I done it to him. He kept going, what? And it's like, cooldown, 60 seconds. Like, what? It's like, this is like what, like, I rate it as one of the best ults in the game because it's like defensive and aggressive at the same time.
Yeah, you can play both ways, which is really quite nice. But we got Terrorblade with the Nature's Prophet over top and the Sand King Omni Knight bottom with Kunkka mid. So dual lanes here for Pain Gaming. And
I mean, dual lanes is the go-to now. They're like we've kind of fallen into this because you can't do the creep pull anymore.
Yeah.
So it feels like a lot of off lanes, they kind of need you there to begin with. Kind of like a
unless
kind of
you're
baby wowing.
I would say Dark's here. He's like the only one, but he went safely in that last game. So even then,
like
it's
Dark's in needs to be left alone though, because if you don't get a quick 2, you're exposed.
Yeah.
And like it's easy to get 2. So I think it's right that you leave a Darkseer on his own to begin with. Like, what value do you get out of ganking that? Iron Shell, let's go. Now we just need you to body block all the time, Sand King.
I would assume that this is S4 looking for more into the Infernal Blade with Fly here, with Infernal Dual Breath and Infernal Blade hitting on you. Like, I think that's a deadly combination.
I think you have to go for the Infernal Blade, but stun coming through. They're actually going to try and go on S4 here. There's a Reflection actually leveled instead of the Metamorphosis.
Nice body blocks for a moment.
And it's a lot of damage done, but he has got the Salve. And you've revealed that you haven't leveled Metamorphosis yet, so they can be a bit more aggressive at the start.
Yeah, usually you see that Metamorphosis level 1, you go for an aggressive play early, it also helps you farm with that first Metamorphosis. So it's interesting to see Reflection get used first, as King RD is a little bit low, and what they go for first on S4?
I mean, S4, he start with Infernal Blade, right? Like,
I'm not surprised.
The thing is, I discussed with you before, like, the thing with Scorched Earth is it's such a big cooldown, and it's okay to die in the offlane, just don't die long.
Yeah.
So you'd rather trade and harass out your opponent than just have a get out of jail free card that's on a 55-second cooldown. That's huge.
And the
wow, No-Tail. Look at this chase. There's an snare coming out, Tavo. Could be in a little bit of trouble. No-Tail could look to move on this. Tavo, he'll go for the TP out though. They got no way of stopping it. Yeah, that's the right move.
I was going to say the value of Infernal Blade early, especially with Jakiro, is when you have that short cooldown, level 3, level 4, it's just like, it's so deadly.
And look at the mid lane so far. We're not doing too bad. 6-6 versus the 3-2 of Mad. this will kind of set the standard because right now there's not really anything that Mad can do to force Kunkka away, right? If there's creeps there, the Rocket Barrage isn't going to do the deed. And once you get to level 5 on the Kunkka, that's when Gyro can't stay in lane. Like, you're an Agi hero, so you're really reliant on the fact that you're tanky against these right clicks. But Tidebringer, it takes the value of whatever you hit. So you hit a creep with 2 armor or 0 armor, suddenly, like, Gyro's not very tanky when it comes to his health pool.
Yeah, but he's doing a good job of keeping Weehaw back in the moment, especially throwing that homing missile in.
Yeah, but torrents from down. Like, they can interrupt each other's CS really well. And you have to, like, in that argument, who wins? Like, I think there's an advantage for Kunkka if they get 6 at the same time. Wee comes out of it better because the bow, like, with the torrent setup, the damage it does and protects you from can allow him to just turn it into a kill onto Gyro.
And he's actually ahead. He's level 4 while Gyrocopter's level 3.
That lane is literally a race to level 6. You're going to see them both get CS, but it's going to be whoever gets 6 first. And then that's when we'll look there and just go, well, there's a kill. Hashtag pigeon right for once. Hey, you know, it doesn't happen often, but when it does, Tavo again.
It's a good feeling. It's a good feeling when it happens.
It's good. You kind of like hold on to it. Like, even if you're only right once for a tournament, you hold on to that feeling.
Forever.
You'll be looking back at it with your children. I was right at a major once.
When was this? I can't remember.
Well, you know. Looks like it's going to be TPs from both. Torrent coming out of the X. Now going to chase in. They should be able to stun here. Mad doesn't have a way out. This is going to die. First blood to Wee there. Now they're in trouble.
Yeah.
Because the other thing is, that's going to be quick phase boots. And you give Kunkka quick phase boots with level 3 Tidebringer, that's like a third of Gyro's health in one hit if he hits the range creep.
He's maybe trying to look for something in return with the homing missile and chase him with the rocket barrage, but he's just
got
right,
full mana.
Yeah, he's
just full mana. So
full mana, he's by his tower. The chase isn't easy, especially.
But you remember what I said about when you're up against Kunkka, right? The thing that makes him kind of ridiculous is if he's up against a hero that he can anticipate the movements of, you know when a Gyro is going to come to a creeps because he has to get close enough to hit them.
Yeah.
And that really limits Mad in terms of dodging the torrents and dodging a Tidebringer. Meanwhile, bot lane though, Duster gets found moving forward here. There's an snare in place and there's no escape from him. He will die off here. There's no tail, gets himself a kill.
Yeah, so they even it up at 1, and it's a nice kill as it goes towards the Morphling, and they just find Duster, which is not really of most importance to me, but ooh, there's the Infernal Blade. That's on King RD. The Burrow Strike comes through. They've got the reflection. Easy kill to get themselves 1. They look over at S4, but he's already too far away, back towards the tower, and will stay alive.
It feels like it's an important one because Jakiro can stay there and harass them, but if Jakiro's gone, then you saw him TP out straight away, right? Like, they're just having to stack. So in this scenario, Doom can't stay in the lane on his own, but Fly can kind of like harass them and move away. That's the difference. If you walk forward and Infernal Blade someone without any backup against the stuns and the roots of control, you're in a lot of trouble. Speaking of trouble, Tavo going to get caught again. The Ensnare comes out. He doesn't have Repel leveled yet. He's going to die off here. Another kill, and this is getting ridiculous right now. So No-Tail's having a fantastic lane. Counter to this, Wee's having a fantastic lane. And then there's a top lane, which is just kind of like this stalemate right now.
I would say we would do more than No-Tail earlier.
Old boat coming in though. Man, a little bit of trouble. The claps are through and he does get the kill.
They even send over Duster, but they don't need him, and they'll just use it to maybe push a little bit. As Weehaw gets the kill with the boat, hits that level 6, and just like you said, he's right. And now another kill here for Morphling. No-Tail.
You saw what I was saying though, like the mid lane was going to be decided by who got 6 first, but the problem is, as you just saw there, No-Tail's out of control.
Yeah.
Like, he's top of net worth. He's getting so many kills. It feels like Tavo's getting nothing out of this lane now. Like, what can you do at this point? You can't really go to it back when you're in the mid lane.
On to man again. They've got the turret. There's the rocket barrage. Not really doing enough. But you look over Weehaw with the homing missile. Weehaw under this tier 1 tower. No-Tail's coming all the way over. The courier comes through, but you take a look over at King RD. The Burrow Strike out. He gets one shot there to end it all by No-Tail, and King RD drops. They take out Gyrocopter again, dominating his No-Tail.
Absolutely still worth it, right? Because now what you've done is you also freed up the lane for Tavo. Like, you can send Gyro down there, but he's going to handle, like, Omni's going to handle the Gyro pressure a lot better than the Morphling. But I like that they've done this. They've noticed that Kunkka's just going to run away with this lane. The problem is, you've sent the Morphling, and the Morphling wants to be an Agi. And we said about this Tidebringer and how much damage it does.
I don't know if you want to be there, Duster.
Just going to sprout him, make him waste his Tango. Yeah. You eat that Tango, realizing you have none left. Build a Quelling Blade or die. I think that's, I'm reading his mind. That's like
It's
player
live
perspective
from
in
his mind.
Yeah. Broadcasting mid lane again. They're going in the boat, going to catch it on demand again. And Duster's there to clean up the kill. I mean, this is... He can't come back to his lane. He just try it. We just said, like, Morphling may be a better choice, but there's no easy choice for them here. And meanwhile, top...
Shockwave on HFN.
Oh no, stun through. He might have to give him his life. King RD going to be rammed down by S4 here. Are you ready for the shockwave? Here it comes. And he's just like, can I get double kill here? He's thinking about it. Actually, Infernal Blade. He could go for it. No, he needs to back away. Duster shows up, and now King RD, the bait, he doesn't get it. And S4, he should give his life to go try and cut through the trees, but Duster's going to chase him down. Meanwhile, on the other side, Fly will find a kill into King RD. And now Duster versus Fly. Fly wants no part of this.
Yeah, Fly just trying to run away as Duster continues on forward. If he finds the Sprout, he might be able to get the kill, but Fly is too far away at this point. No phase boots on this Nature's Prophet. And he can't teleport in. Or he might teleport in front of him. I didn't think he had it at the moment. He does teleport in front of Fly. There's the Sprout in front, but it's just
wrong.
Not around him.
Fly can just bait this out because Doom's moving around just in case Duster gets too aggressive. I think S4's just going to steal his runes because Fly got the bounty on their side. Worth it, man. I mean, you draw. You know you have to go back to base. If you can draw Nature's in longer, like this hero at this point, the gank potential he has, you're just wasting his time, and that's great. So, haste, King RD. Can he do anything with this? He probably can't. Gyro's not in lane.
Gyrocopter that's just sad in the jungle.
I mean, this is the thing. He can't come to lane now. He has no counter to X. He gets X, like, even your home missile, that's not going to go in time. The combo will already be done by the time the missile hits. So you have to give up the tower. And bot lane Tavo, this is super aggressive.
It might just get run down by No-Tail, but with the rotation over, I don't think he can.
He backed away. He decides, like, waveform's still on cooldown, so that's why.
Yeah.
But look at this. Once again, we just trying to anticipate. Mad's not falling, but he's like, nope. Had this killed me like twice already, at least. I'm not gonna fall for that crap again. Meanwhile, bot and Snake coming out on the King RD. They're gonna try and run him down here, stun through, and there's the heal. No-Tail, pretty low, but ready to fight. King RD needs to back away. No-Tail the same. Duster trying to chase through, but there's the drums. Jarex gets them away. And now
No-Tail almost staying a little bit too long, but he does want to turn it around. They want to continue forward. There's the waveform. They've also got the Ensnare coming through on the Omni Knight. But there's the Burrow strike. Can they kill off No-Tail? He's still alive. He's going into that strike. He's staying up.
He's here.
There's the Burrow strike from...
Are you ready to die?
No-Tail comes in, and we have the kill.
Can you get King RD? He should tick out another one. It's going to keep him alive now. Jarex and Snares needs to run away. These slow right clicks from Cookie's like, I will eventually kill you. He has got enough of the X, just needs to get vision. He loses it for a second, but the phase boot chase down does mean that Jarex's fate should be sealed. Finally able to get that X off. We'll just walk over and slap him in the face. Double kill for Wii and another great rotation. Like well, not even great, another. That's his first one. Like, you don't feel like it is because everyone's been coming to him in the mid lane and they can't do anything about him. The Kunku is deciding the tempo in this game. And you know what I said about the Sand King if you can get a quick blink? He's getting involved in kills. So it's feasible this time around.
Yeah, anything earlier than last time is much better.
Oh no, they found him. The X back. No-Tail wants to chase. King RD, nice stun through.
Nice Burrow strike.
Give your life for your core. And now they will kill him off for it. But he keeps Wii alive, and Wii's worth a lot of gold, so that was important.
We have 4-0-2, so giving up that street gold. Take a look over mid is HFN. Homie Missile's trying to come out. There's the stun. Duster comes through with the Sprout. Immediately TPing away is going to be Mad.
HFN didn't have enough for Sunder, so like actually Mad could have probably killed that. Like there was no extra responses coming in. He's paranoid though because, I mean, he shouldn't be though. He's got this vision, right? So he can see anyone else coming in. So I'm kind of surprised he didn't go for it. But bomb, straight in with the boat. He wants to make sure he can't morph through, but oh no, he's dodged out by No-Tail.
But now Duster's there.
Finding him. Can they do anything with it? I mean, they're chasing Fly away. Fly is the easier target here. The slow's coming out, but King RD going to stun through with the Burrow strike, and there's the X. Fly's like, I was so close to escaping, but you will not make it out. Fly does die off. And King RD picking up the goal. He needs it, man. He needs a blink.
He desperately needs that blink a little bit earlier. It's hard to not reference last game because it's just the prime example of getting a blink too late on the Sand King.
S4, is he going to go for this? He was actually thinking about Doom, like he animated for a moment there. Jarex is here as well, and there it is. Doom goes straight out. There's the Ensnare to control up. Now Tava has no escape from this. He is dead. Good kill. And like, you saw it. He went through, he's like, no, I'll wait until he's like, to find out if he's got repel or anything else.
Yeah, he's doing the math in his head too to make sure that one Infernal Blade with Doom would be enough.
Well, you buy enough time, you see if there's a response. So there's no response, you take the tower as well. And that's what happened.
Yeah.
But I mean, this is the thing. It just feels like OG they're not quite ready to they're not quite ready, but they can find his pickoffs. They want to farm a little bit more. They want to get more fling one big item. He's got the drums this time, which means that suggests No Tail wants to be active in these fights earlier on. But they have got the song now. They just got that, you know, up to level 6. So they should be able to make something happen here. We were saying that, remember I said about, we discussed the boat, and if you see it coming, new song, good to go.
Oh, X comes through on a Duster. Okay.
That's actually really, I like that interaction. Like, what he's doing is he's scouting. So they want to know where OG are right now, and they just found out in the mid lane. Fly, dodges out the torrent because he wants to ward. We decides not to go for it. But you saw it, right? He went, pulled him back, like, because he doesn't want to risk his nature, so they want to find kills, and they might, because they walk straight in, and then the Epicenter fly.
King RD
No
right
escape.
on top, and with the Sprout, there's no way out, and he will fall.
That didn't feel like a fast one, though, right? That felt quite slow. And S4, invised up. King RD won't make it out. King RD doesn't actually have any mana. Nice Sprout. He's got to cut the tree line, run him down, scorched earth. There's the Infernal Blade again. S4 feeling super aggressive here. King RD. Oh, there's a shockwave chasing on a Duster now. The stun through because he turned into Sand King. Double kill for S4. Who needs Doom? The song going as well. They're going to find more Kunkka. He's already used the boat.
Yeah, they look over at Weeha as well as No Tail coming on forward. There's the Burrow Strike because he was morphed to Sand King. Looks over at HFN. There's the Sunder. No Tail trying to stay alive as he morphs into Strength. There's the wave form away.
Dodge.
The chase is on from the side of Pain. Nice ice path to lock in Tavo. Make sure that this side of Pain Gaming can't chase onto OG.
That was fantastic. If you saw that Mortfling, like, he knew roughly, like, he was waiting to see we do the torrent. As soon as he does the torrent, you wait like half a second to a second, and then you wait for him because you know that there's going to be an X at that point. And wow, Jakiro gets cut off by the natures. But yeah, that's the kind of thing. It's like there's some interesting ways to deal with Kunkka, and the primary one is if you're something like a Morphling, always watch for the torrent. So like, he hasn't got time in a big fight like that to fakey it out and force you to wait for him early. So you can always, like, if he does, I'm going to be impressed, right? If you have time to just mess around with your opponent like that.
Duster's been making quite a bit of plays.
King RD
Strike over on top. Mad will just, yeah, they've got no other stun to lock him in. And once that Barrel Strike's used, it's...
Nature's proper head ult though. I'm surprised he didn't use Rapid Nature, because he, like, maybe his logic is that he can't get up there quick enough. But Jarax is waiting for King. You need some backup here though.
He's got No Tail coming.
It's a long walk across though for a Sand King kill, but they're still feeling he's important. He hasn't got the blink yet, so now would be the perfect time to kill him. But King RD, man, his Scorpion senses are tingling? I think Scorpion senses it must be. I mean, he's definitely not a spider.
But he's still up there, and now nearby is
He's still greedy, man. He wants some gold. But the thing is, this is space, because bot lane, look at this. Duster's just pushing in. They now know the Gyro's here, so they'll back up, and Kunkka's waiting. Oh, they see Jerax. They're pinging. He's going to go. They need to stop it right now.
Ping me the Burrow Strike.
Oh, yes, he gets it. Final tick, and the bow straight through. The X control with the torrent, and they're going to kill off Jerax here. That was literally last tick. S4 though, Shadow bladed up. HFN's the target here. They have got the Doom. There it is, plugs in. Doom goes straight out. HFN, no chance to run away from this. S4's going to run him down. Final Infernal Blade. They'll get the kill. No, repel. HFN's going to live. Trying to chase through. S4 needs a few more hits. The Doom, will it tick him out? Yes, it. No, he's got another purification. Come on. No, deny.
Deny.
2 seconds left. You got to remember, right? They changed the way purification is, and so close, so close. But still a good play. You get the Doom on cooldown, and I mean, you had to come mid anyway, because if he dies, there's going to be a push on your mid tower. And you've still got your tier 1 on Side of Pain, which is the advantage that you hold over OG, because they've lost theirs.
The good thing about this, though, is Pain, they all rotate for this. They have 5 heroes that end up mid, and the Gyrocopter's over bottom farming. Now, if they're able to get this kill, it nullifies that. But
I mean, they're smoked up.
He aware? That's the thing.
No sums up.
Yeah.
Cooldown,
nicely
leave.
done.
Like, you know, it's just, you want more gold, but it's just about weighing up the possibility. Like, as soon as they go miss on the map, I mean, you know they were just stacked as 5. So here's the thing: if you're stacked as 5, but you can't find a kill, your first thought is, let's smoke. But once again, you keep seeing it. You keep seeing the X trick. Like, this is an interesting combo. Like, most people don't think about this one, because we say, like, how often have we seen in the past Nature's Prophet POS 5? It's not something that was done very regularly, but I like it. It's really good.
It's only come into play a little bit more recently, and Kunkka has only come back, I would say, a little bit more recently. You don't see him played as much.
That's like all these wards. Like, all these wards are being placed by that combo. It's fantastic because like at the same time you won't be spotted, like you're unlikely to be spotted placing the ward.
Oh, King RD is really deep
super
here.
deep. Yeah, so
Torrent, that's gonna hit onto Fly. They've got King RD, but there's the
the
homing
boat,
the boat's coming through. They need to watch out.
they
Ice
dodged
Dash
it.
hits it. King RD's got the Burrow Strike. Dual Breath comes through as Mad will get that kill. Now they're continuing to move on forward onto Pain as No Tail looking with the song. Can they set something up? Let's see what they can
Fly
get.
has the ice path, and the Macropie is going to put it down there. Now they're trying to chase through. The flat cannon doing so much work. HFN going to drop as well as we. Chasing from the Dusty. He has no escape from this. He's going to be ran down by No Tail on the other side. Tavo ensnared. He doesn't get the TP out. This might actually be a team wipe. They're still chasing on the Duster. They'll finally find him and turn straight back onto Tavo. He tries to look for Fly, but they're next to a shrine. There's no hope. It's going to be a team wipe as Pain lose their entire side there.
Yeah, nicely done by OG to just overwhelm them like that. And it looked like it was a bait for a moment where Pain Gaming were going to take advantage, but it just OG able to overcome that aggression from them, especially with No Tail going in that deep.
Well, let me just post analysis this. You see, this was smart. I like this here. You bait in. Here's the problem. This isn't your tower, right? So they're seeing everything that's happening. And this is like the difference. Like paying attention to a Kun tells you so much. Torrent and Bo. You can't hide the animation for either. So as soon as they saw that, like, it was a fantastic idea in their mind. It's just, you're doing that at the tier 2, man. Like, you gotta compose yourself, stay controlled, don't get too greedy.
That was I would say a very greedy move from them.
It almost paid off. It was close, because the logic would have been hit the bow, Epicenter, bam. And then you get a kill into Mad. And looking for kills, No Tail, you'll get the tower. Needs to move away. The X hits, though. They bring him back immediately because they know he's morphing up in his strength. The Epicenter, though, King RD off the mark with it. And now Torrent hitting up onto him, but Jarek's there to cover with the ensnare. No Tail, X again. This time will be a bow in your face, and Jarek's is going to join. No, he dodges it out. Cooldown coming, though. They might look to turn. No Tail is tanking up so much. He's got the waveform to get away. The Guardian Angel gets thrown out. Chasing through, they'll have to sell for a kill to Jarek's if they can get it. They will manage to find the end of the ensnare. Control up Kunka to stop him chasing for more. But, I mean, you just use GA for that. Guardian Angel. Bo obviously don't care about, but the GA is a big deal there. To force that out and only take a kill into a Naga, Pain and definitely not going to be happy with that trade.
The Epicenter was also used earlier in that fight,
It's true, it was. Like you saw, so he pulled back the X instantly to try and set up the Epicenter.
Yeah.
But it was too early, so the Epicenter pulses didn't start. And even then, like, the Morphling was getting tanky. This is the thing, when you gank a Morphling like that, he's actually really good against the Kunkka, not only because the waveform dodge we said about, but because immediately, as soon as you get X, you're just going to strength morph, right? And you get so damn tanky. So, like we saw, I think we saw earlier in bot lane, there was a moment where we tried to just hit Torrent in the boat without Xing, and he waveformed away to safety. And it's hard, it's hard. This is what makes it, like, that's the one element that's really, really rough for Kunkka this game. Because he's not a viable, like, he's not the best Doom target. There's too many things they want to Doom up, like the Omni Knight.
I think the Omni Knight's definitely most important because for right now they could deal with the Terrorblade though.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like Terrorblade's second, Kunkka is actually third, despite this big power spike he has, right? And you have to weigh it in that way because Sunder can just turn like what would have been a kill into a kill on you, and Omni Knight just completely flips the fight with Guardian Angel Repel. They might look towards the Roche Pit though. They have got the Metamorphosis. This will be a smart move from Pain. It's bold though because everyone is up. And this ward won't spot anything though, so they should be safe to do this. They need to be quick. And there you go, they've got the medallion, they've got the Nature's Prophet. It shouldn't take them long. In the meantime, No Tail is going to take that tier 2 top.
Yeah, now are they going to go for the tier 3 and continue pushing forward, especially if nobody comes to defend? They've got the Roche down to half health. They take the tower, and for right now, Jakiro TP's away. The team is starting to head over towards mid, but I don't know where they're going.
It's too late though. It's too late. Like, King spot that out. He's stunned, and if you're going to stun like that aggressively, they know that there's Roche going on.
Yeah.
But you're way too late to it. Now, Morphling's going to try and push top a little bit more, or at least bait someone's attention. Once they see this person showing top, they'll look towards someone. And S4 chasing down the HFN right now. Duster, though. Sprouts, man. Oh, the movement through, though. HFN, he gets caught by No Tail, being ran down, but he has got the Aegis. This is a hard kill. There's the X, the Torrent. He's actually Nature's Prophet right now. Cool down. Can they do anything with this? They've metamorphed up on HFN. They want to actually fight. They're going to try and go in. There's the move towards Fly. A lot of damage done, but Doom on the back foot. They actually find Kunkka this time. He's taken so much damage. The song just trying to slow things down. Looks like Tavo, the rest of them should get away. On the other side of the fight, though, HFN is just being kited by the supports. This is their Aegis carry right now, and he might just die to them. Tavo, stun dart, no tail moving forward. Can they do something? Nice stun through King RD. The bow, no tail. Can he more quick enough? He's going to try. He's stay alive in the meantime. They haven't got enough damage because that's a big spike, but no tail. He needs to retreat. Going to look to move away quickly here. But King RD, no mana to work with. He has got one, but not enough charges. There's the X back. Purification, no tail, running out of health to change to, and he does die. But the other side of the fight, HFN, he still hasn't popped the Aegis.
Wow, and they finally get the Aegis, but...
Can they reset?
Oh, Sprout from Duster onto Mad, and yeah, he's able to get away.
Well, that was actually, like that fight, man. How long did that go on for? But it just felt like a chase. It's like, OG needed value.
That was terribly taking care of what, 2 heroes just constantly on him, and they were keeping the Terrorblade out of the fight, but then you're down 2 heroes who you kind of need to do something there.
Well, because you think you can do something with it, right? Like if No Tail doesn't get hit by that combo, he stays in Agi and he does enough damage. But he's got turned, and well, speaking of that damage,
there's
goes back again.
With the bow coming in from Weehive as well as the Torrent, and now Mad still alive. There's the Ice Path. They lock in Weehive for a little bit longer. They've got Jerax coming in. There's the X one more time as Jerax just needs to run at the moment. There's no tail, takes out Weehive, looking for more. There's the macro fire laid down, but the Burrow Strike hit on a couple of these heroes. So let's see, can Pain Gaming finally get away? Oh, Tavo runs down Fly, and he's a little bit low, has the repel. Guardian Angel is going to be used, but they've got the Ensnare, they've got S4, they've got No Tail, and they might even look to Burrow Strike King RD if he's not too careful.
That was so greedy. Well, not greedy, but a little bit selfish. The Guardian Angel, like, he wasn't going to get out. There's no way, because he didn't have, I don't think he had a TP ready either. So, like, that was, I'm not sure what was going through his mind. That feels like the second Guardian Angel in a row they've fluffed. It's hard. Like, in these type of scenarios, like, you see how retracted some of the fights are and how spread out. Like, Guardian Angel, sometimes you're looking at that Gambit that's an all-in and then a Metamorphosis gets you a kill or two, but Terrorblade, he's farming reasonably well. He's top of net worth. I say reasonably because he's still not, we're 23 minutes in. Metamorphosis is scary, but once he gets his hands on Lincoln's, he can be more aggressive. Because right now, he's always worried about that dude.
Yeah, in the last fight they doomed Weeha because the repel was already used by Omni Knight, and at that point you don't need to doom. They go for Weeha. There's the dust onto Fly. They've got the Burrow Strike coming around the back. Will be OG. Let's see if they can get there in time to find HFN. There's the Doom coming through onto the Omni Knight. Metamorphosis used by Terrorblade. A Macro Pyre laid down, but this is just such a split up fight. There's the bow with a force staff to avoid it. They'll just lose Fly, and OG starting to retreat, and finally will get away.
Chaser, Nature's Prophet. He's coming in with the teleport. Can he get across for the Sprout? S4 being slowed down somewhat. He's the target. He does have the Quill Blade, but it buys a little bit of time to catch up, and now the song has to come out. The Torrent's not going to hit, but the X back means S4 can TB out in the end. Jerax needs to leave as well. Use the Meteor Hammer, but the stun through from Big Daddy. No doubt it's going to get shredded. Straight away, HFN trading life with King RD. The Yule's control, and Jerax is going to go to an early grave too. They won't even need the stun from Sand King as they do it. What a fantastic turnaround. That song looking great, but I mean, it was very greedy from No Tail. I don't know what the thought process was there, because he doesn't have much health to work with. He jumps in with the stun. You just saw how quickly he disappeared.
Yeah, Purification right on top of him, but all the while, Gyrocopter was just pushing top. It was Mad who TP'd out of that fight pretty early.
Stun. S4, the bow is going to come in. They've got the X back. Can he escape this? He's in this, but they see. The Spirit Vessel ticks him down and he dies. No chance of doing anything. That's a buyback on your Morphling. No Tail trying to chase through. We'll find a kill in the Duster, but that's not enough for your buyback. He needs HFN, but can they find a long stun? Stun proof of King RD in return. The control on the Morphling once more. 4-star safety. Trying to move away. Fly chase, and they'll get the kill on the HFN. They're chasing for more. They're not happy though. Weeds are next on the hit list. Missile hits. Nice protection. There is Dust. Weeds going to die here. That's a big kill as well. And I mean, like, turnaround. This game so far has been...
It's been I win a fight, you win a fight.
It's like they're playing tennis, right? Doing a rally, because no one is winning this definitively, right? It's a 1K swing in favor of OG. 21 kills on the board for each side, and when you look at what they've taken on the map, it's pretty similar.
It's like we're sitting at deuce.
Yeah, it's well, I say pretty similar. It's basically the same, right? They both have 2 out of the towers remaining. But like now, when you look at this scenario, not seeing anyone pull away, your thought has to be, who has the better late game? And it's a hard call because you've got Terrorblade on one side. The Kunkka's incredibly strong with the buff, and then of course the Omni Knight. But at the same time on OG, you've got a Morphling and a Doom. And speaking of that Sand King we talked about, Jagira getting caught out. Cooldown going to come in, but King RD's the one running. Ice bar through, stun as Big Dan No Tell shows him out of Sand King. Tavo, repelled up. There's the snare again. He has no chase.
Yeah, especially once who's getting neutral. They're coming in. Now the Ice Path way down. They've got the Sprout around the Jakiro. They'll get themselves a kill, but they're looking for more. The Burrow Strike comes through onto the Omni Knight. Tamo getting low. Big Daddy hit No Tail, hidden away. The Guardian Angel is going to be used as the boat hits on the man. They continue on forward. Tamo solo still alive with the Guardian Angel. There's the Sunder from afar. The Doom threw onto the Terror. They continue on forward with 2 dead, 3 dead on Bane Gaming. Ice Path lands again. There's the Infernal Wave. They'll take out Weeha. 4 die. Tamo somehow the only one who survives in that entire fight.
That boat buff ran him down to next to no HP. If he did, like, a smart move for him to run then, but fantastic fight from OG. It was really splintered, and you could just feel the desperosity. Pain wanted to get killed. They felt they needed to. Very bold move, because what they did that time was they moved Duster forward, but they did not X him. They want to save the X to look for an aggressive kill onto No Tail, but No Tail playing fantastically, and here's the issue. The X is not going to work for much longer because Lincoln's is coming out next. I love this. Lincoln's 4 stuff. The amount of escape they have is brilliant.
They really don't want to get by this boat. Epicenter charge up somewhere. There's
there it is. Jump straight in. And now it's a song. They can turn around. They snare, holding Tavo in place. Are they going to look to fight or just retreat? Doom, hold up. There's the Macropie going up the stun, controlling Tavo, taking a lot of damage here. You can't actually chase. And both teams will just back away. So you throw out the song, but, you know, all things considered, it could have been much worse there. I mean, you keep your lead. You build your lead, just keep it. And the thing that you have to keep in mind is Pain being kept inside the base now. This is an important part. The Epicenter got thrown. It didn't really get anyone.
It deterred them, though, and I think that, especially with how well both these teams kind of push, every fight is super, you know, costly. And so with the Epicenter, keeping them away, not able to take and break the tier 3s, that's way more important than having that Epicenter at the moment. And I think, yeah, that's going to give OG time to farm, but it's very important to keep that tier 3 up, keep those shrines up, have, you know, a chance at Roche if it comes up, and being able to get to those shrines.
I mean, one thing we haven't really talked about that has been there for a little while now with Mad is he went for the Aghanims on this gyro, and
yeah,
like I should actually went over this earlier because this is really great. What it's basically done is a create a scenario where it's not worth going for him. And speaking of things they might go on, No Tail going to run into King RD here, stun through. No Tail says I can do Sand King better. Now moving forward, look at the damage on King straight away. But I think they're going to break away. I don't think there's any kill here. Fly's going to look for it though. Ice Bar, can he get it off? The Yules, King. He has to chops his TP just to save HFN, but the Ensnare is there. The Ice Buff as well. They need to be careful and back away. They already lost their Jakiro. Quick response from Pain, and now it looks like OG feel forced to get something out of this, but look at this, we run straight under a sentry. He's spotted out, down to half HP already. Needs to back up fast. Nice stun from King RD to make sure the dude doesn't come out, but there's the X. Gonna bring it back. Actually misses it. S4 dodges it out, and on the other side, Tavo being ran down here. As Duster already hits the grave, he'll join him. And that's fantastic.
They split up that fight really well for OG. They got Duster alone as well as Tavo, and then on the bottom side of the fight is what we saw. And just when you split it up like that, OG, they have the ability to output that damage, and they're still looking for King RD.
They're looking for more. They actually might find something at this rate. They're running towards the Terrorblade here. They know he's just here because the illusions. They double back. They decide, we spend too much time on this. Go Roche. Get the Roche. Go high ground. That's the right call. No Tail can go as deep as he wants with that Aegis on him. And back to that point, like the whole act, you saw it in the fight. They didn't want to target the gyro too much. Like they wanted to start off, and if they could start off with him and get the bow, maybe. But the problem with dealing with Axe Gyro is it's always going to get more threatening later it goes. And no matter how much you stun him up, he's still attacking you the whole time. Right? And that's the awkward part. They have to look for a kill elsewhere. And speaking of looking for kills, Pain, they know this Roche is happening, but they are smoked up. Can they make anything happen?
They might look for Mad. He's very far forward. Is Weeha? He was smoked up. They look over at HFN. Mad moving on forward, looking for possibly the homie. Now there's the call down. But he doesn't have his team with him at the moment, so he's continuing on forward. He's going to tier 2, and he's by himself. He's got the Aegis. King RD getting run down with this rocket barrage. There's the boat coming through. Get the kill on the gyrocopter off screen. Now they look for Naga as the song came through. They'll take out Weeha. So it's a 1-for-1 at the moment, but he had the Aegis. He's got the second life. Epicenter hits.
No Tail, he's going to stay alive through this. Looks towards moving on to HFN. HFN needs to run. The Spirit Vessel will stop No Tail from being too aggressive, but Jax, he gets in snare out, will back off. In the meantime, Dota gets caught out, he gets ran down. Mad is absolutely fine. On the other side, you do see Jax finally drop. HFN, he's going to be chased. No Tail wants vengeance for his support. The 4-star for the amount of control just to chase. He needs to be careful. Buyback does come out, and now Duster pops the Lincolns with the Sprout. Spirit Vessel on him again means No-Tail cannot stay and fight. He has to back up completely. And meanwhile, on the other side, look at this. Tarbo. S4 pings it. He's like, this man went too far out. They're going to chase through the cooldown. It will not clip. Tarbo keeps on running. The home missile's on its way. The flat cannon charges are flying. The Yules. He wants to turn around, but the club will be there. He won't even get anything off. He does die. Once again, that Lincoln pop. Duster cannot sprout at all. The Sunder. S4. Buyback comes out from Tarbo, but they can just TP out. Mad's going to get out. S4 should follow suit. And on the other side, look at this. No-Tail being so aggressive with the 4-stops once again. Duster trying to chase through. He's going to get the X out this time. No-Tail, no Lincoln to protect him. He's going to die off. And S4 hangs around a little too long. They're chasing on to him next. They do see him. Yule's up in the air. And when he comes down, there's a nasty surprise. The stun through the purification gets the kill.
Wow. And OG, it looked like if they had just retreated and not gone in that deep, it would have been perfect for them. Unfortunately, now they give up the death of No-Tail. They give up the death, and it might even just be more. The Burrow Strike comes out. There's the Torrent to follow it up. Jerax will hit the deck. 3 dead, no buyback. And like I said, these fights are very costly for both sides when they lose because both sides can push well. But right now, Pain Gaming's not looking to exactly push. But if they were, that could have just been a tier 3 and more.
They have no buybacks. This is the worst part. They're right outside your base. They're about to begin the siege, and they will take it quickly. Terrorblade isn't there because I believe he's still got the Memo Song cooldown from about 30 seconds. They'll just look towards the top there. They don't want to push that in. They're not being too greedy here, and I respect this. Like, we see this more often nowadays between teams. They don't just go straight in. They don't do these ballsy plays that could end with a 5-man black hole.
You need the Metamorphosis to push. Without it, it's not going to work.
Absolutely, and it's just that case of like teams respect. I feel like teams respect each other a lot more now. It's very rare we see these take one lane and then go tier 4s, right? It's usually secure all the out towers, and then if they lose a fight, we take their base. It's responsible, man. It's how Dota is matured. But it looks like OG don't want to let them have this tower. We'll just back off. I mean, Pain, they don't want to push too hard against this. And I respect this. This is a scenario where you want another Aegis. You just want to wait on that. Grab yourself the big fat second life. Stick it probably on the... This is the awkward thing, actually, I think, for Pain is you can stick on the Kunkka, which isn't bad. You want to stick on the Terrorblade, but
it's not a great Aegis carrier.
Metamorphosis, yeah. It doesn't work out in your favor. I like this is the effect of nature's later on the game. The trees just get the go, right? And even if you die, because you're a support, like the cost versus the damage to tower is usually worth it. But he's still incredibly hard to deal with. So the thing about how nature's at the core as well, right? He's annoying, but we can respond, so it evens out the threat. He's not doing anything, but I'm not doing anything. When it's a support, the cores are doing something else while he's just frustrating you and pushing your lanes. It's so effective. There's a smoke.
If Fly could tank the gank of this smoke,
I don't know if he can.
No, not tank it. I'm just saying,
going to break the smoke. There's the move through the stun. It's going to be a turret follow up, and now Matt gets the BKB just a little bit. Oh god, he didn't come down. No, goes a little bit deep. He has to run real fast here. He knows the GA's been fluffed. He needs to get value out by not dying. They will back away with the song coming through. Can he cut across Jerax? Ooh. He says, I want to fight. Why are you guys leaving?
It's just keeping No-Tail alive, who actually, I believe, morphed into the Sand King and then hit the Burrow Strike on 3 heroes there coming in and then immediately had to leave.
Absolutely. It was, I mean, it's kind of like a delay fight. I think those... I'm not sure if the song was needed, but better safe than sorry, right? Don't risk it in that scenario. So I think it's the right call. I mean, it's a 100-second cooldown, but this point in the game with how long people are dead, would you rather have a 100-second cooldown your ult on cooldown, or would you have a hero with like 8-second cooldown till he spawns? I think that's an easy choice to make, especially for a support. But like S4 is just, man, this man's hungry. He's been looking for a Doom for a while now.
And with the shadow
he's waiting.
Oh boy.
This is a surprise waiting when he comes back. There it is. We straight away with the stun through. King RD was waiting for him. Doom wants to chase through, but all the team is here. BKB's up. He's like, I will do anything just to get that kill on the Wii. But he will not be able to. So you use a BKB charge, you use the Doom, and you do not even get the kill out of it.
Pushes him back, but it's not worth it.
There was a Terrorblade illusion there all along. Plus Duster. And once again, they can't push high ground. They can't do anything because Morphling keeps having to go back to respond to this. He's happy because he's getting far. Team maybe not so much because they're not able to really push the objectives right now.
I don't know if they necessarily have to push the objective that hard at the moment because, you are getting more farm. I would like the Gyro to have, I would say, maybe his next item as well as the Morphling.
He's going for Satanic, and I feel like I'd want to see a Butterfly. I think you just go all aggressive, you stun up and doom the Terrorblade, you just kill him off, right?
Yeah,
and the thing about Satanic.
Instead.
Yeah, he went the Maelstrom, which, like, we're seeing this diversification with a new Maelstrom.
Oh boy, the cooldown 3 as well as the Bro Strike that hits on 2. You take a look over and Duster on the back lines is coming on. It will be Jarek's, the Ice Path, as well as the Mac Prior Dual Breath hits onto this King and now Mad has to back off as the Rocket Barrage trying to keep this Terrorblade away. Fly getting hit by these illusions.
Oh no, the
getting run down very hard. There's the song. So it holds him back for now. But the E-Blade.
Well, I mean, how about that? Song comes out and you still clean up a kill. You gotta be happy with that on the side of Pain. They'll get the tower as well. They can push to the tier 2. There's nothing to stop them here. Fantastic fight actually coming out, like the way it split. King tanked so much of that, like he took so much attention away because they can't let the Sand King get an Epicenter. It's level 3 Epicenter. At this point in the game, it will melt through most of OG's heroes. And of course, he's that gem carry as well, so it's like double value. But look at this. No-Tail playing Duster in his own game. It's a DD though. Spirit Pulse will come out, but you need someone else here. Kunkka on his way. There you go. You actually get rid of the Lincolns, but stun through. King RD, movement forward from Duster. They could look to skill the 4th off the high ground. He might look to turn and kill. In the meantime, looks like Terrorblade dies as well. They're chasing for more though. They're not done yet. Tavo gets caught out in the tree line. No repel because he used it on his comrade, who still died.
Yeah, No-Tail still by that mid lane. This is 3 heroes dead. Terrorblade's the only one who's got buyback of the dead ones. Tavo, 80 seconds without him. Duster, 50 without him.
This was so
sloppy.
This
team's now going to push. OG's going to look to push down the middle.
This was so sloppy and greedy. They split up because they didn't want to have to forfeit any push potential. They really want, they're hungry for the high ground, right?
Yeah.
So they want to expose the whole thing by getting that tier 2. But by hanging around there and just sending 1-2 heroes back to deal with No-Tail, not getting that kill, you just signaled OG they can kill you all off. And Yules, oh no, X back, can he get it? Yes, he still has just in time. Last long enough, the Epicenter come from him. King, who actually just about not get the kill there as there was a switch back from Morphling. He'll stay alive on next to no HP. I think that's 10 or 20. But wow, I mean, what can you say about that? Like, there's imminent silence because the Sand King, it's just like it was a fantastic Epicenter.
We thought it was going to be that move of the fight.
No impact at all. I mean, it forces them to back away for a few seconds before they return. And now No-Tail, oh wow, the damage he's taken from himself there. Never underestimate reflection late game.
Yeah, that talent is always deadly.
Well, they're going to back off the time being. They did get the tier 3, which means shrines are open season, boys. Let's go. And also remember, Roche is up soon, and they're keeping an eye on it with the Courier. And this, I don't know if Pain can get in there. They've shown they used the Epicenter, right? They lost the Sand King anyway. There's going to be a song ready for any reset that OG need, but without the Epicenter, I don't think you can breach this pit. You just don't have enough damage with the boat alone. Look at this, Duster's just trying to actually get vision here.
They should look at this water again. Epicenter by the time Roche is up?
I think it's a long time.
They might, yeah, it's looking like a long spawn.
Yeah, for sure. It's only 30 more seconds, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, they'll be absolutely fine. Actually, they're getting aggressive, they're smoked. Weez leading the way. Oh, S4. Sentry down, stun, just clipping onto him from King, and there it is, the control of BKB forced out. They need to retreat while that BKB is running though. They do not want to get doomed up in the middle of this. But HFN, he's metamorphosed. He's cashed in, he wants to go. They checked the Roche pit, and they were so hoping.
Yeah, if that had lined up, they'd get the Aegis, but now Metamorphosis, they've either got to they've got to do something with it. They're going to be without Metamorphosis going into the next Aegis, and now they've got the X. That's the All down comes out, looking forward. Ice Gyrocopter, the Ice Path hits, but the BKB is going to be used by Weon. Boat whips, that's going to be a fail boat coming on through. Big Daddy No-Tail back in office.
They're wrapping around.
They're wrapping her a little bit.
Well, let's just get rid of the warp for the time being. We does not have that boat for another 25 seconds. It's low cooldown, but not that low. They're not ready to fight just yet. Jarak staying smoked up still. So he knows they're not that close. He has got the song, remember. And look at this. The focus is all on that pit. This is why OG immediately moved aggressively. They thought Roche was up. And now they're going to move forward and look for a kill. King is a target. Blinks up. S4 though. Clubs out. Stun through. King looking to make his escape. S4 did not want to have his doom onto a Sand King. Nice sprout. Again from Duster. These choke points working out in their favor so often. And all the while, Weez just split pushing.
Go for the Daedalus. He's got the Crystallis set.
I mean, it works so well, right? Because if you catch the Morphling straight at the beginning and you jump in and you hit a creep, he's dead. He'll die to that. That's the whole power of it. I don't think, like, the thing I'm not sure about is the fact he hasn't got a Blink Dagger. Because Blink Dagger gives you that instant reaction to the Morphling before he can morph to strength and potentially the kill. And all the while, Terrorblade, I was wondering when this was going to happen because we hadn't seen the BKB yet. We saw him go for the E-Blade. He's finally targeting up that BKB. But meanwhile, in the Roche Pit, OG, they want a refresher shot, man. I mean, double Song, double Doom, take your choice. It's probably going to be double Doom.
I do like the song, though.
Do you like your double Ds is what I'm really asking, right?
Oh, okay. Burrow strike comes through. They've got the ice path. There's the guard, the stolen Burrow. They're not stolen, but the morphed Burrow strike. And now with the wave form onto the low ground, Duster getting chased by No Tail. He's continuing to just hit the side of Gaming.
The song
with the boat. They've got the song coming out.
The BKB. Works against him, the ensnare comes out, and now the looks chase him down. In the meantime, HFN does off, but now we might join him. King coming through, the Epicenter just doesn't do enough again. They're all going to be killed off. King the last one standing, but not for long, as it's a team wipe. Pain losing everyone again. And OG, where do we go? Do we go mid? Do we go Roche Pit? Mid. Go mid. Force the buybacks, because you know they haven't all got it available.
And the second those two buy back, they could back off to the pit.
I mean, they want more. Like they're going, if that's all they've got, why are we not going? Just go. Morphling can handle both of these absolutely fine. And they could go for Yules, but look at the protection. Lincoln's repel, everything to make sure he cannot be Yulesed up. Because if he gets caught like that, he's dead. And look, they'll lose the racks. They're probably going to lose at least 2 lanes for this. OG might even be able to just get mega creeps. They push fast enough. I don't think he can actually hold this at all. Hunke's got the boat, but the boat alone is not going to achieve much right now. Sweet, trying to harass out a little bit. The instant coming out to Tarbo. There's the Yules, but the cooldown's going to be waiting. And so the Meteor Hammer doesn't connect to the boat. Will actually cover Tarbo. Gets Guardian Angel off, but the magic damage is there. Purification Repel not available for 5 seconds. He needs to get out of the macro part, but they are just running him down. Tarbo held up by the Infernal Blade does die off. And No Tail's just going to go for the throw.
He's gone for 90 seconds. Meanwhile, Duster will go bottom to try and take a set of racks. They look at the tier 4s for a moment, and they will continue on to them. They almost kill off Weehaw there. I think he was out of range of the Guardian Angel. They go for the tier 4s. They'll clean them up. Now, next on their list is the Ancient. And without Terrorblade for 12 seconds, I just don't think they have enough to stop this. And it will be OG taking the 2-0 series.
Pain so close. Like it doesn't look like it now with a 31k lead and the kills that they are, but through that mid game we were saying this was anyone's game, right? And you heard me call it, right? With a Doom and a Morphling and a Naga, there's a point at which Pain kind of curb off. They've got a Terrorblade, sure,